led by Magic. They're the big guns in the NBA West. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers. Game 1, Portland. Byron Scott's immaculate outside shooting rallied the Lakers from 14 down. Sam Perkins' late jam took the home court edge away from the Blazers. Game 2. Portland's Terry Porter, a game-high 26, but the battle cry was on the boards. 51-28 Portland. The Lakers' Vlade Divac manhandled and blamed, except by Coach Mike Dunleavy.
I thought there was too much criticism being put on Vlade for our loss in Game 3. Vlade Divac did not lose that game for us. The Los Angeles Lakers lost that game as a team.
Back to Los Angeles, and vindication for Vlade. 3 steals, 7 rebounds to raise the Forum Spirits. This rebound follow 2 of his 16. What a difference a day makes. With Magic engineering the show, the Lakers hold the lead 2 games to 1. For favored Portland, the team with the NBA's best record, chances for the finals now a growing challenge. With pressure comes fear, even for a seasoned veteran.
I feel afraid of the Lakers. I feel that whoever wins Game 4 is going to win the series. It's that simple. I think we have to approach the game like it's a Game 7 of the series.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1991 NBA playoffs. Today, Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Los Angeles Lakers.
The Forum in Los Angeles, the scene for Game 4. A crowd of 17,000 settling in. This crowd on Friday night, almost uncharacteristically, full of noise in support of the Lakers. They say one of the loudest crowds of this season, and they'll be ready today in what could be a most important game. The mathematics are simple. If the Lakers win, they're only 1 away from the NBA Finals, and if Portland wins, they go home for Game 5 with a home court advantage. Hello, everyone. I'm Dick Enberg, along with Steve Jones. And Steve, I found this series fascinating in one regard. I guess it's because both teams feel they're good enough to win it all. When you have 2 good teams, they don't change very often. A bad team will do some tricky sidebar effects, try to throw off the opposition. But here, not much change in strategy.
No gimmicks, and I think it indicates how good these teams have been through the regular season. But we did get one change, and that came in Game 2. Buck Williams had the entire day to think about what had gone wrong in Game 1 and decided that on his own, he would be the guy that activated the Trailblazer defense by double-teaming Magic Johnson on his own cue, forcing the ball away from Magic Johnson's favorite plays and the things that they wanted to do in a set offense. That got Portland into a very aggressive defensive posture, got them into the transition game, and they were able to explode on the Los Angeles Lakers, and that was a huge difference in them winning Game 2.
That really did set the tempo. Buck Williams as an assistant coach, if you will, but head coach Rick Adelman wasn't at all pleased about that surprise.
I think Buck was just trying to set a tone, and all I told him was have a little discretion when you do it, so we're aware of it and the rest of the guys can react to it.
Now, will Adelman have a plan of his own today, or will Buck Williams take off on his own, or will they try to change it all?
You know how we do. We get together and we have a meeting of the mind. They have had a meeting of the mind. We're going to see some of that double teaming, but what they want the Trailblazer defense to do is be aggressive. That means Buck going or Jerome Kersey going. They're going to try to get the ball out of Magic Johnson's hands. Of course, the key again for the Lakers, Magic Johnson and how he runs this Los Angeles Lakers show. Well, the first 3 games, Vlade Divac, in the first 2 especially, was a non-character in this play. Had a few points, only 4 total rebounds, but came up big in Game 3, 16 points, 7 boards. And with more on that, we go to Tom Hammond.
Divac did come up big in Game 3 after being manhandled in Portland and really set the tone for the Lakers' effort here on Friday night. A much more aggressive player, and he does all this under the critical the eye of his own personal coach, Magic Johnson, who can be seen alternately chastising or encouraging the big center. Magic just a few minutes ago said he thinks he has Vlade fine-tuned now and is looking forward to another big effort today. And in fact, the outcome of this game may turn on the center matchup between Vlade Divac and Kevin Duckworth. Dick?
And Tom, if Portland is to win, the big player has to play big, and that is Clyde Drexler, the all-star who can play all aspects and loves the open court. We'll have the starting lineups, the Blazers, Lakers, Game 4 in a moment.
And we welcome you back to Inglewood, California, and the Great Western Forum. Here are the starting lineups. For the Trailblazers, Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler in the backcourt. Jerome Kersey, he's a key on defense, filling those lanes. Buck Williams, what will he have in store for the Lakers? And the big guy, 7-footer, 280-pound Kevin Duckworth in the middle. Rick Adelman, 63 wins for the Blazers this year, the best in the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers start with Byron Scott. He's had a great shooting series. Magic Johnson always outstanding. Sam Perkins and James Worthy the front line for Los Angeles with Vlade Divac. Will he be Vlade a Friday or Vlade a Game 2 today? Mike Dunleavy, the first-year head coach, hidden there in the crowd on the Laker bench. Played in the league 11 years. Sharp shooting guard, a tough competitor from Brooklyn, New York. He's done an outstanding job in his initial season on the Laker bench. Lakers in their Forum yellow with purple trim. Ken Cook, when he built the Forum and had the franchise, didn't like the name purple, loved the color, so he called it Forum Blue.
Yeah, he came up with some strange Columbine blue that nobody really knew what it was.
Magic gets his mitts on the ball right off the bat, and Worthy unable to connect. Rebound for Kersey, and here come the Blazers in the open court. Porter. 2-0 Portland.
Dick, we talk about strategy, be one piece of strategy that you can't talk about, and that is aggression. Teams have to have it, and we've seen both teams come out very early with an aggressive posture at the offensive end. And the team that's able to maintain that attitude is the one that's going to prevail Scott for his first two.
Scott has been red hot. He shot the ball as well in this series as he has all year, and Divac double teaming with Scott, able to knock the ball away from Terry Porter.
That's one of the areas where the Lakers like to double team, down in the corner. Reason for it, you've got sideline, you've got baseline as an additional man, so you actually got 4 people over there and only one direction in which to throw the ball.
15 on the clock. Porter for 3. Duckworth with the offensive rebound, and that's where the Trailblazers are very strong. They've led Los Angeles in rebounding the entire series, every game, and we're one of the best in the NBA, second only to Denver.
That is their strength in getting offensive rebounds, and Duckworth in game 3 was not active in that area. The team was not active in that area.
There's that partnership of Magic to Divac. Tied at 4. Drexler against Worthy. Porter around Scott. Perkins touched it last.
What Divac has been able to do so well with Magic Johnson is move without the basketball. And when he's been able to get in the basket area, Magic has found him for an easy 2.
Tied at 4, minute and a half gone. Buck Williams underhands it right to Magic Johnson. To Byron Scott. Drexler to beat it. Good setup by Byron Scott.
Selective running, and that was set up by a turnover at the defensive end.
Inside Kersey, blocked by Divac. Kersey tips it in. A fly swat, too, for Jerome Kersey.
Well, that's classic Kersey, never quitting on the play. It was a bad one. He made a good one out of it.
Worthy, taller than Drexler. That's that turnaround he loves. Rebound Kersey. Trailblazers. 6-all. 9:45 left in the opening quarter. Kersey scores, and he is fouled. Jerome Kersey.
We have talked so much about competitive spirit and what it means, and this is a perfect illustration, never giving up on the play. bad shot, a good block, but he stayed after it, knocked the ball in. Yeah, you got to get lucky, but you also got to try.
Kersey from Longwood College of Virginia, the Lancers, 3,000 strong. Skip with Virginia. 9-6 Portland lead as he converts the three-point play. They're distributing the ball well, both teams. 3 different Lakers have scored, 3 different Blazers. Worthy beats the steal attempt and then a turnover by Los Angeles. So Kersey forced the Lakers into a hurry-up pass.
It was a dangerous gamble, but the Trailblazer defense was alert and reacted. Drexler.
Blocked by Perkins. Came over the top of his teammate. Kersey pumps. That's 5 points in a row for Jerome Kersey, and an 11-6 lead, and Duckworth getting a warning from Bill Oakes. Jack Madden, Dan Crawford, and Bill Oakes, the men with a whistle.
Whenever the Lakers get in trouble and Portland begins to surge, they come back to this. Magic on the trying to make the play happen. He'll either take the shot or make the pass.
This is that confrontation between Duckworth and Divac that drew the warning to Kevin Duckworth.
Intimidation, it would be the word that Duckworth may be trying to plant on Vlade Divac, but in that exchange it looked like they both bumped and not much was a result of it.
Johnson gets 1 out of 2 off Drexler's foul. It's 11-7. Lakers had hit 21 in a row in game 3. Drexler behind the back, fooled Duckworth, and a traveling, although Divac was down around the feet of Duckworth. He was trying to get around or over Vlade, and in the process traveled. He had a right to complain about that. 11-7 Portland.
Turnovers have been the Achilles heel for the Trailblazers in the 3 games. When they've not taken good care of the basketball, the Lakers have hurt them.
Perkins against Buck Williams. Left-handed Sam from North Carolina has his first points. Oh, Drexler wasn't looking for the ball, but it was a perfect pass, and he drills the line drive. He just eats up so much court with just a couple of dribbles with those long, graceful steps of his. Indeed, the glide.
Magic is slowing the pace of the game and trying to get an inside opportunity for Divac.
Rebound Williams. Led the Blazers on the regular season in rebounds with 9.5 a game. It's Kersey driving to the hole. Jerome Kersey leads all scorers with 9. And a timeout as the Blazers take a 3-point lead. 6:26 left in the opening period.
You get an occasional glimpse of what Showtime used to be here at the Fabulous Forum. This is a team that runs a little and walks a lot.
Lakers trail by 3. Back at the Forum, Portland by 3. Vlade Divac after game 2. Mad at himself.
Yeah, I was mad at myself because, I really played soft in the second game, and Portland win easier, and I just coming back, in the third game, put pressure in the game, put more efforts, I was aggressive and I had a good job.
Versus advisor Magic Johnson, and he told Divac early when meaning Duckworth, wham-bams you got to wham-bam him right back, and Divac was the punching bag for the first couple of games. Not to say that Duckworth was doing anything illegal, but he was using his body NBA style.
Well, Magic understands in the playoffs you can't take a backward step. You've got to try to be aggressive, otherwise your opponent is going to take advantage of you.
Divac from Magic. He's got a mismatch with Kersey. Takes it up, scores, and he's fouled. Now that was as muscle a play as you'll get from Divac. He went through a crowd of 3.
The Lakers come out with a two-man game and an exchange between Magic Johnson and Vlade Divac. And when Vlade was able to score in game 1, it was because he was working against a smaller player. And in that situation, it started with Jerome Kersey. They pick up the foul. The ball game is tied.
5 points for Divac. It's 17 all. Midpoint of the opening quarter, and a foul on the Trailblazers. Buck Williams. Rick Adelman, a Los Angeles, Southern California native, went to Loyola Marymount, where he played for Johnny Arndt. That's a place where the Lakers now practice. Training headquarters. A long hook for Magic, and Los Angeles leads 19-17. 3 for Johnson. Duckworth traveled as Divac flew at him. That's the second turnover. Kevin.
Whenever Magic Johnson's down on the box and he's in this position, you can look for him to try to get a score if the defense doesn't come to him. That time, the baby hook.
Learned from Kareem Jabbar, and he worked a long time developing that pitch of his. Kareem used so effectively in the championship years here with the Lakers. Struggling with the dribble, and indeed a violation.
The Trailblazers have hurt themselves in the last 3 possessions by turning the ball over or getting personal fouls. They need to score right now. They're in the ball game. They need to continue their momentum, and by scoring, that also makes you more aggressive at the defensive end. Let's see where they try to get a score.
Lakers by 2. 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Porter long, and Perkins has it stolen, and it gets it back from Drexler. Johnson's got him running, looks for the break. Now nothing there. You see him hold up that hand. Then he goes for 3. Mike Tyson looking for a knockout, and Johnson gets the tray. 5-point lead. The Lakers' biggest. Drexler is short. Johnson rebounds.
This is a position that's caused the Trailblazers the most problems. When to double team. They decide not to.
Kersey coming in from the backside and takes it away. Buck Williams fouled by Perkins. His first. Lakers third. Portland has 2. Buck Williams at the line. Buck, real student of black heritage, and is fascinated by the former heavyweight champion Jack Johnson. He's traced his own heritage back more than 200 years.
He's not only a student of black history, but a student of the game, as we saw him come up with his own game plan. The problem for Buck has been at the free throw line in critical situations. Most big guys get a little sweaty palms, and Buck demonstrated it in game 1 when it was scored down by 3. He missed 2 huge free throws.
It's a deuce here, and it's 22-19 Los Angeles. First points for Williams. On Magic that time from Clyde.
What that does is make the Lakers use even more time. They want to use a lot of the shot clock before they put the ball in the air. They're coming down to Sam Perkins on the box.
5-4 on the shot clock. Perkins has 7 to lead Los Angeles. What an acquisition. Jerry West, the general manager of the Lakers, to get Perkins out of the free agent market from Dallas.
The difference in these 2 players, one is more accomplished at the offensive end, that is Perkins over Buck Williams.
Duckworth misfires. It's Byron Scott. Scott from the free throw line. 26-19. The Lakers open their largest lead. 3.5 to go in the opening quarter.
When Portland's been able to hurt the Los Angeles Lakers, it's been because they've had a moving offense.
Foul on Kevin Duckworth as Sam Perkins fighting for that rebound, volleyballing it to keep it alive. Duckworth has his second, and some of this crowd on its feet.
The ball goes up for grabs, and you'll see the Trailblazers and Sam Perkins fighting for the basketball. And again, not much contact, but here in the early part of the ball game, Duckworth has gotten the worst of the calls. He has to sit down. Cliff Robinson comes in the game. What the Trailblazers can't do as a team is get involved with the officials in this ball game.
So Cliff Robinson is in there, and Kersey flying in to swat the ball away. The Lakers are on a 12-2 run. And Cliff Robinson is...
And it was this combination, Divac against Cliff Robinson, that got the Lakers back in game 1 when they were down 12.
Worthy against Kersey. Magic, another three. Just can't beat the buzzer. Worthy steals the rebound. 3 Blazers right there. And I think each was waiting for the other to go for the ball. Timeout, Portland. Trying to slow down a 14-2 charge. This crowd at the Forum has been standing and cheering the entire timeout. And for those who are critical of Los Angeles fans, and often they are sitting on their hands, are really demonstrating. Perhaps Portland, the fans up there have inspired them.
They have inspired them, but the play of James Worthy with that swooping rebound inspired them even more, because Worthy only got 1 rebound in game number 1, and the Lakers have trailed in that category the entire series.
Leading by 9, Porter inside, rebound, Buck Williams, he can't it. Williams gets it again and misses. And Williams fighting, flips it back to Perkins. Baseball pass for Scott. And now they're slowed up. Magic just now getting into the front court.
Down by 9, the Trailblazers have to know that they can't get back in the game all at once, and they've got to play some defense. They've got to force the Lakers to take some shots under pressure.
2 seconds on the clock. Worthy is short. Drexler rebounds in the open court. Porter, but not playing as aggressively as he did in game 2 when he led the Blazers to their only win thus far. Great pass to Williams. Cliff Robinson with the assist. 28-21. That breaks that 14-2 domination of Los Angeles here late in the opening quarter.
And the point you make about Porter is that when he is an offensive catalyst, the team takes a page out of that. They all respond and play much better.
Perkins sees Worthy as the open man. 2 seconds. 1 second. Magic did beat the 24 and a new 24. And Williams rebounds.
It's the long rebounds, and the Trailblazers have to be aware that when you shoot a tray, it's going to come deep.
Kersey. Jerome Kersey has been almost perfect from the floor and has 11 points.
Kersey doing his job by keeping the Trailblazers in contact. 11 points in the quarter. Portland down by 5. Better defensive pressure. Let's see what they do against Perkins.
Kersey now is 5 for 7. A little lob toss to Divac, and attending on Robinson, took it right out of the ring.
Give and go. The defender is always supposed to be aware where his man is in relationship to basket, and he did not. Cliff Robinson beaten by man and ball.
Divac with 7. Rebound Magic. 3-on-2 break. Worthy with Scott. It's Scott.
The Lakers challenging Portland right now and running off mistakes, and another mistake by Porter and the Trailblazers. So the first quarter has been filled with some turnovers that the Los Angeles Lakers have turned into key, easy baskets. And when they're in this position, history tells us they're one of the best that's ever run.
General Manager Jerry West, who will celebrate his 53rd birthday on Tuesday night, game 5, when he'll not go up to Portland. He'll watch on television back here in Los Angeles. Very superstition, does not watch his team on the road.
Magic looking at the clock and telling Vlade, go to the hoop. He wants to get the shot or make the defense react.
Final seconds of the first quarter. Scott unable to hit the tray. Porter can't get a shot off. The end of a big first quarter for Los Angeles. They jump into a sizable 9-point lead. 32-23, shooting 70%. Quarter at the Forum, the Lakers leading the Trailblazers 32-23.
Tom Hammond here with NBA Commissioner David Stern, who's logged some frequent flyer miles lately. He was on hand for the Detroit-Chicago game yesterday, here today. As we approach the NBA Finals, Commissioner, are you pleased with the state of the NBA game?
I couldn't be happier. We have 4 teams still alive, and it doesn't matter who gets into the finals. Our fans are going to be treated to a great finals.
You know, a little over a year from now, something new for the NBA. Professional players will be allowed on the U.S. Olympic team for the first time. What's the NBA Commissioner's office and the team's attitude toward their players participating?
We think it's terrific. Let's send the men to bring back the gold. We're really looking forward to it.
All right, Commissioner David Stern on hand at the Forum today. And the big scoop, Dick, is that really is a David Stern autographed photo in the David Robinson commercial. You'll see it a little later.
That's right, just at the end of this quarter, just before halftime. Divac deflects the ball. Perkins to Terry Teagle, making his first appearance. And how do they call it? Against Portland. The basket is good. Foul on Robinson.
Good aggressive play by the Los Angeles Lakers turns Terry Teagle loose in the open court. Cliff Robinson, who's picked up most of his foul problems in a help position, draws a collar on that one, and the reaction of Rick Adelman, not a happy coach at this point.
Teagle just off the bench gets a quick 3. That'll please the folks watching at Grandma's house. Ella Brooks, his 84-year-old grandmother in Broadus, Texas. Robinson blocked by Divac. Divac a terror today. Teagle with Ames now making his first appearance for Portland. Magic, and now it's Jerome Kersey hawking Magic. Magic not taking a blow at the end of the first quarter.
He's not going to come out of the game if Drexler doesn't come out of the game. So they will stay out there minute for minute.
A knee against Buck Williams. His second.
The Trailblazers do a good job of moving the basketball, but get a little bit too close, allowing a reacting Vlade Divac to knock that one away and then get the Lakers into the open court. So it has been the aggressive play of the Los Angeles Lakers at both ends of the floor, giving them command of the game.
Drexler now shifted back on Magic.
This side, Magic will go to the baseline or come across the middle. There's the hook.
Oh, my. Off the glass, and the Lakers are out to a 14-point lead.
Now, plenty of time for the Trailblazers, and what they've got to concentrate on is making sure that they get a score and a good look at the basket rather than turn the ball over.
Well, these Laker fans, and I think in part why they've been cheering so actively, recognize that during the season, Portland rallied twice to win here in overtime, once from a deficit of over 20 in the second half. Drexler gets a second chance, and the Blazer star now has 6.
Plenty of time in the ball game, and they all recognize the explosiveness of the Trailblazers, and it only takes a short run and they can get back in the ball game. They want to keep giving their team as much energy and support as they can.
Magic has 8 points for the Lakers, a well-balanced attack for Los Angeles. Teagle over range, hits the side of the board. Kersey with a rebound. Beautiful move by Kersey, but can't connect. Divac to Magic. To Divac. And the foul underneath against the Trailblazers, and with it a timeout. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. City of Angels on this Memorial Day weekend, and a reminder, a special Memorial Day game tomorrow, game 4. The Bulls leading 3-0 against the Pistons. That'll be at 3 o'clock Eastern time, 12 here in the West, and then a special prime time game 5, the Lakers at Portland on Tuesday evening, 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock here in the West. Well, during that timeout, as they left the floor, there's the assistant coach, Magic Johnson, and he tutors Vlade Divac. Makes you wonder if Magic would be a head coach in this league. I'm going to ask him for Tuesday night, see what he says.
All right, we'll find out. Walter Davis is in the ball game, so the Trailblazers trying to get some firepower out on the floor. We'll find out whether that works. Drew in the game.
And the Lakers staying with Portland in rebounds. Teagle in traffic, and Duckworth is returned, gets the rebound. Magic Johnson Robinson now on the bench. So the Lakers have Worthy, Divac, A.C. Green, Drew, Larry Drew, and Teagle.
And if Portland's going to get back in it, they're going to get back in it while Magic Johnson's down. They've got to try to become the aggressors, make some hoops. They're going to get a screen against Cliff Robinson. So the Trailblazers right now have not helped themselves, not getting any of the calls. Another turnover without a score.
That negates Walter Davis's shot. The veteran Davis, acquired during the season by Portland, has played sparingly. Here's Larry Drew, veteran from Missouri, in his 10th year in the league.
You're not going to get the penetration with the ball. You're not going to get the passing in the Laker attack. They'll become more static. They're shooting the ball like that. They're going to stay ahead. But outside shots are the first one to break down. A turnover.
Portland, by Rick Adelman's admission, and most of the Blazers playing very poorly on Friday night, and they've yet to come out of that slump.
Well, they've got 8 turnovers, and that's hurt them in all of the ball games where they haven't taken good care of the ball, haven't made good decisions.
Adelman, after looking at the film, said it was worse than I had thought watching in person. And Divac on the baseline with a dribble. Turnover to Portland as Terry Porter comes in, and with Magic resting, Rick Adelman will get Clyde Drexler on the bench for a blow.
Now, in the next 4 minutes, the Trailblazers have to begin to build some momentum. They have to start by scoring a hoop.
They got some good shooters on the floor with Ainge and Walter Davis. Robinson takes it with a high percentage, and that's his first basket. Cuts the Laker lead to a dozen. Ainge on Drew. Porter takes Teagle.
Teagle again likes that. He likes that contact. He spun away. That was a real tough shot. If he's going to make that kind of shot, as a defender, you've done your job.
Porter over Divac. Divac rebounds. 2 rebounds, in case you're wondering about Divac. Green is free underneath and throws in a prayer. Fouled by Robinson, but Portland's A.C. Green, a native of the Trailblazer City, throws in a wish, and that's the way it's going for Los Angeles.
This ball game right now has the flavor of the ball game in which the Trailblazers fell down by 21. In the first half, they could do nothing right, and Divac and the Laker fans were giving these kind of reactions as they continue to build on great play in a big lead.
8 to go in the first half.
Miller Genuine Draft presents #1 draft choices.
Today's Miller Genuine Draft #1 draft choice is Byron Scott of the Lakers, a hometown boy from nearby Morningside High School right here in Inglewood. Scott was the Los Angeles Clippers' top pick in 1983. Not the Lakers, but the Clippers dealt Byron here to their crosstown rivals prior to the start of the season in a 4-player trade that included Norm Nixon. Now let's go to Tom Hammond.
Dick, during the timeout, Rick Adelman encouraged his players to keep their poise in the face of this Laker onslaught. And they also talked on the offensive end about getting good penetration, which they are, but kicking the ball back out to the perimeter shooters. He says the shooters outside are wide open.
A.C. Green completes the 3-point play. A reminder at the end of today's telecast, we'll select the Miller Genuine Draft Player of the Game.
Portland has got but 4 points in 4 minutes of play, so their work has to be at this end of the floor. Walter Davis.
Out there, Divac is. Lakers have outscored Portland 7-2 with Magic on the bench.
And if you're a Trailblazer sign, that's not a good sign, because that's when the Lakers become very tentative and they don't really move the ball, move themselves, but they've had early success.
Divac with Duckworth.
Divac, oh my, oh my, oh my.
The Lakers shooting an incredible percentage right now. Portland answers with Buck Williams.
Williams right through Divac to jam. Divac with a foul. Back at the other end.
One thing you like about Divac in this situation, he takes his time. This is a shot that you'd like to see a center take. The reactions whenever he blows a kiss are good ones.
He's learned quickly from Belgrade to Hollywood. He knows where all the stars are. He kind of gives him a little high five, a little kiss. He's a star back home. He knows the feeling. He's the Michael Jordan of Yugoslavia. Williams unable to connect.
Now, the Trailblazer job right now is to cut this double-digit lead down to 6 or 8 by intermission. And they've got to do it at this end by forcing the Lakers further out on the floor.
Rebounds are now even 14 each. Teagle manhandled. We'll see if it was before the shot. It is.
It was before the shot, but again, you look at the shot clock and the game clock, and you see the Lakers are able to use both to their advantage. The shot clock, they're holding and holding and holding, using a lot of time there. Then they're getting the Trailblazers in the penalty or close to it early.
That's their penalty.
They're now 7:08 to go here in the second quarter of play, and that has really hurt Portland whenever they have been down, because the Lakers have found the easiest way to score is from the line.
Now it would be a temptation for Mike Dunleavy here with such a big lead to let Magic really rest. Drexler comes back in, and here's Irvin Magic Johnson.
Dunleavy realizes this is a huge ball game. They've got a big lead right now. He wants to continue to push the lead. He's not going to take a gamble. He knows the Trailblazers are explosive and can change the circumstances and the scoreboard very quickly.
Well, Magic got a nice rest, and the Lakers meanwhile outscored Portland 11-4. Walter Davis with that patented jumper. His first points today.
Trailblazers have been looking for Walter Davis to pay the rent. Today may be the day, because certainly they need his offensive cannon.
10th playoff for Davis in his 14 years in the league.
And with Teagle, you want to force him left. If you let him come back right, that's when you're going to have a chance to get burned.
Worthy forcing the three-pointer to beat the clock. It's Porter setting up Drexler over Magic. Clyde Drexler has 8. Laker lead down to 15. 6 minutes to go, first half. And Los Angeles since the middle of the opening quarter when they went off on a 14-2 run.
And in this 6 minutes, what Portland wants to try to do is get some doubt in the Laker mind that they can prevail for 48 minutes.
Drexler blocked the last Teagle shot. He misses this one. Green battling for the rebound and saves it for Los Angeles. With 23 seconds in the shot clock, Byron Scott back in for Teagle. Teagle had 7 quick points off the bench. He has truly produced in these playoffs. Started icy cold as a Laker being acquired from Golden State, trying too hard, but really came alive the last 2 months of the year. And Perkins back in for Divac. 9 points, 3 rebounds for Vlade Divac.
Magic likes to spin baseline if no one comes to him.
Pass to Green. Drexler for Portland around Green. Throws it away. He thought it was deflected. 48-33 Los Angeles, and there's a backcourt violation. Drexler using his body, and Magic said he pushed me in the backcourt. But hey, that's just another move, NBA power move.
Well, he got one back, and Magic stepped back across the line, and you can't have a forced play. It was either a foul or a violation. The violation goes in favor of the Trailblazers. Davis.
Walter Davis unable to connect. Scott on a breakaway. Davis trying to deny. 8 points for Scott. It's 50-33 Los Angeles.
Now the Lakers realize that the Trailblazers will send a lot of people to the glass. Davis again.
4 points for the veteran from North Carolina.
And on that long rebound, if you get to it first, you're going to be in a transition, breaking situation. Scott beat Portland the last time. Davis with a quick jump.
Davis deflecting, but Green comes up with it and draws the foul on Duckworth, and that'll be 3 on the big center of Portland. So Duckworth, Robinson, and Buck Williams all with 3 fouls.
Portland has been caught in a reacting position as a defensive team and an emotional defensive team. You've got to be the aggressors and initiate. You've got to force the offensive unit to do something that they don't want to do. Portland hasn't been doing that. Therefore, the fouls, the Lakers at the line.
shackled now with 3 big men for Rick Adelman, saddled with 3 fouls in the first half.
And all 3 of them very important to what Portland likes to do, and that changes the way that Adelman will be able to substitute. He's got to hope that Duckworth can get through the next 4:35 without a foul and provide some offense as well.
Drexler flying through the lane to score on the tough runner. 10 for him. Now let's see how the Lakers attack Duckworth if they try to send the ball into his area. Perkins being guarded by him. Magic looking for Perkins. Here we go.
You know, if they're going to double team, you got to go to Sam Perkins and make him a passer.
Lakers have made a handful of tough shots in this first half.
They're shooting a tremendous percentage right now. If you're a Trailblazer, you got to expect that they're going to cool, but the lead may be too big. Kersey.
Blocked by A.C. Green. 58% shooting for Los Angeles in this first half. It seems much higher because they're making such tough shots. Foul away from the ball. It's on Duckworth. Elbow, says Jack Madden.
Well, let's see how big a foul this is.
Oh, that's pretty quick whistle. Pretty quick whistle. They were looking for it.
The reaction by Adelman is that that's an awfully cheap foul, and I would agree. We have seen harder and bigger collisions with no whistle being blown, but right now the Trailblazers and Duckworth really suffering because of some of the calls that have gone against them. They have got a total of 27 minutes to change this ball game, and one thing they cannot do in that 27 minutes is get involved with the officials. They're behind. They have to become aggressors. They have to make the officials see things in terms of them making good plays, not bad ones.
Teammate of Michael Jordan and James Worthy on that Carolina National Championship. Sam Perkins gets 1 out of 2, and then another Tar Heel. Worthy gets the rebound. Lakers are led now. Portland 18-16 on the boards. They haven't beaten Portland in the series. 9 on the shot clock. Scott unable to hit the 3. Green gets the offensive rebound. And it's knocked out of bounds by Los Angeles. I think Worthy hit it last. Look at Magic applauding the effort of A.C. Green, and that, of course, is a cue to the crowd. Drexler misses the 3. Scott with a rebound.
Portland has lived by the 3 and died by the 3, and sometimes they try to get back in the game very quickly with 3-point field goals. They've got to realize this is going to be a team that's not going to allow them to come back very quickly.
Small team on the court for Portland. Scott takes it down the lane, and Green scores. A.C. Green, a starter, an NBA All-Star starter last year, a 6th man this year, forgotten in Game 2, and he has sparked the Lakers to even greater heights here in the second quarter. Stay tuned for halftime for their remarks and look ahead to tomorrow's game.
When you're the aggressor, excuse me, all of the good things happen for you, and A.C. Green has been the aggressor, a guy that doesn't have the play in the playbook, but has scored 7 points, all of them in the hustle area. He has kept the ball alive, scores on a broken play.
Walter Davis is short. Worthy rebounds. The Lakers with a 20-point lead, their biggest of the game, and 2:25 to go before the intermission. And it's been such terrific balance for the Lakers. Perkins tops the Lakers with 10, and then there's 7 men that have scored 7 to 10. Rebounds back into the game. Working on Mark Bryant. And he's fouled. Bryant got him his first.
Divac comes into Mark Bryant. Then he goes up with his shot, and the whistle is blown, and Divac is on the floor. Now, nobody does a better job of flopping in his short period of time and being in the NBA than Vlade Divac. And that, a lot of time, gets him to the line and draws a lot more attention to him. Makes him look like he's really been tracked when there's been minimal contact. But Divac and the Lakers have been aggressive, and that is really the true story in the first half of play, and that's the reason for the lead.
This is the second, has 10 points, and Divac ties up Drexler.
And when you're the aggressor, it seems like all of the good things happen for you. A miss, Drexler comes across not quite with his balance, and ended up running into Divac. Now they got a 20-second timeout, but the Lakers have had the best play they could possibly have in a crucial game in this series.
Why, Steve, would they be calling Mike Dunleavy be calling a 20 here with 2 minutes to go in the half?
What he wants to do is, in this situation, to have a chance to score another basket. He thinks that they might be able to get a tip, get it ahead, get a quick score, continue to build on the lead. For Dunleavy, what he's got to do is give his team as much confidence and build as big a lead and discourage the Trailblazers if they have any chance of coming back. Portland still believes that they can get back into this ball game. And NBA games have shown us that a 20-point lead early is really not a safe lead. You have a lot of time left in the ball game, and the Lakers, who shot so well in the first half, could suddenly cool. They could not take care of the ball. You see the scoring today. Perkins and Divac double figures, but the balance, as Dick told you about, has been marvelous for these Lakers.
And Green and Teagle both off the bench with 7 each in the bottom of that list.
And coming into it, the Trailblazers had the better bench situation. Drexler tapped, but can't control it.
Ooh, landing heavily is Jerome Kersey as he vaulted over the $475 chairs there in that first row. That's what a ticket costs to sit in the Jack Nicholson area, $475.
And again, Kersey, like Michael Cooper, who used to be a Laker, always tries to make that play.
Divac goes down in the lane. Worthy from outside. Rebound Bryant. Third-year man from Seton Hall. Into Bryant. Another block. And the whistle against Divac. His second.
Now, Vlade Divac gets some fouls, and he also gives some, but you see him right there. You can see the fly. And as soon as he gets any kind of contact, he goes to the floor. Eventually, that catches up with him, because when he really is getting hammered, the officials will not blow the whistle.
Or if he gets himself down, as we saw at Portland, on the floor where he can't defend, and then Portland's playing 5 against 4.
But you have to credit the Laker defense in the second quarter of being very, very assertive, forcing Portland away from things that would be successful for them. Portland has only scored 14 points so far in the quarter, and with a minute 30 to go, that could be the difference in the ball game if Portland can't find a solution at the intermission.
Kersey with the penalty as Green has his first and the team's 5th. Jerome Kersey, the leading Portland scorer, now with 13. 58-39, a minute and a half to go. First half.
And the Lakers will give back some of this lead, but Portland has got to be aggressive, and they can't let the Lakers have easy shots. They got to earn every opportunity from this point in.
Magic had the 3, but he looked at the clock, said, I'd rather spend more time, and finally it's Worthy with 5. He scores it, and they used an extra 10 seconds. 10 points for James Worthy, who's been over 20 in all 3 games preceding this one in the series. And Walter Davis floating left and popping in his 6th point. Portland's finally in the 40s. Less than a minute to go. Magic with 11 on the shot clock. Illegal defense to call the warning against Portland.
Mark Bryant was the guilty party. The reason being, he started to come to Magic Johnson in the double team, and then he decided not to. That left him illegal, guarding an area, not a man. Lakers get it back to 24.
42.6 seconds on game clock. (60-41) Los Angeles leads. 11-10 now on the shot clock, and Magic unable
represented are they in this series? 7 players from the ACC with a definite North Carolina Tar Heel influence with Worthy and Perkins and Walter Davis. There's Worthy. Campbell, of course, played at Clemson in the ACC. Brian, quite a ritual at that free throw line.
He does everything right except what you like to see a shooter and a free thrower do, and that is use his legs. He's a very straight up and down shooter, and he'll bend his legs and do all of these things very well until it comes time to release the ball. Then it becomes just an arm shot.
One out of 2 for Bryant. Laker lead is 18. Final shot will go to Los Angeles, apparently. Might be some shots in that Portland Trail Blazer locker room at halftime from Rick Adelman, who rarely gets angry. But it's been effective whenever he has. Magic looking for the hook.
Oh, my! And that capped a sensational first half of shooting by Los Angeles. They lead by 20 at the intermission on some incredible shooting. Tough shots, prayer shots, everything falling for the Lakers, who endeavor to go up 3-1. Is this Magic? This is Magic's Kingdom, the Fordham, and he takes his team back to the locker room, up by 20. Stay tuned for the Prudential Halftime Report with Bob Costas and Pat Riley after these messages.
In the interior, and they've turned that into easy transition buckets. With Magic Johnson, he's going to look long first, and when you find Byron Scott and you have James Worthy, one of the best finishers in NBA history, the results can be devastating. The Trailblazers have found that whenever they have missed a basketball and they're such a good offensive rebounding team, the Lakers have done a good job of giving them one crack at it and knowing that they can beat them back because they have somebody leaving early. The results are another easy 2 with Byron Scott.
And with that kind of play, great shooting outside, making tough shots, the kind that Mike Dunleavy himself used to throw in, the Lakers lead by 20, second half coming up. Team with the best record in the NBA during the regular season, a staggering deficit at the halfway mark. What do you do? Let's go to Tom Hammond.
Rick dominated in almost every phase of the game with the Lakers in the first half. What can you do to get back in it?
Well, I think you know, take it possession by possession. We've got to just stay within ourselves and not get in a panicky situation. I thought we were a little bit in the first half. We take it possession by possession, try to get the striking distance in the fourth period.
Dick?
That was moments ago as Adelman and the Blazers left the locker room, and we start the third quarter. And it's a steal by Divac. Johnson to Scott. Beautiful spin move by Byron Scott, and he trickles it in. 64-42, Scott with 10. Perkins, Worthy, Divac, Magic, and now Scott all with 10 points.
Well, that first play by the Trailblazers was a good idea, and they didn't quite get it converted. Kersey comes out and makes a shot. Now what they've got to do is stop the Los Angeles Lakers. They have got to make them a static offensive unit, which they weren't able to do in the first half of play.
Kersey now with 15 to lead Portland. He's the only man in black today with a hot hand.
Now the Lakers will stand, and because they use the shot clock, will be forced to shoot the ball on the perimeter. That means you get a chance to get the ball, but that possession goes back to Byron Scott and the Lakers because they reacted to the missed shot.
Divac and Robinson battling inside, and they call a double dribble, mishandling the ball against Divac. Here's the scoring in the first half. Kersey, well, now with 2 more, 15. Drexler with 10. Johnson, Worthy, Divac all with 10. Wonder who he's going to stop when you get that kind of scoring. And Porter, who had only 2 the entire first half, had 26 in the Portland victory game, too. They need for him to shoot and shoot well.
The Trailblazers need to see Terry Porter take an aggressive posture at the offensive end. Lakers will use Worthy on the clock, trying to spin the other way.
The Lakers shooting just denies any real hope from Portland.
They are going to cool, but when they cool, the Trailblazers have to be making baskets.
Kersey. Last touch by the Lakers. Same five that started for both teams with one exception, Cliff Robinson for Kevin Duckworth in the Portland lineup.
What gets momentum going in a team's favor when they're down is making shots and then stopping their opponent.
Kersey inside to Buck Williams. A former Maryland All-American has 8 points. Sets up Porter. And Porter is playing more aggressively. 66-50. Lakers' biggest lead, 22.
Very quickly, they go to a 20-second timeout because they know that the Trailblazers can change things quickly. They want to make sure they get good shots. They also want to continue to use the clock.
Well, that was a terrific timeout, and the NBA Coach of the Year honor was passed out this past week, and our congratulations to Houston's Don Chaney, and his toughest competitor for that honor was Portland's Rick Adelman. And there were a lot of men that not got in the voting process points, rather, 5 for first and 3 for and there they are on down through Larry Brown, Dale Harris, Chuck Daly, and Mike Dunleavy did not get a single point in the balloting. And some feel this young guy at 36 years of age, now 37, coached very well, and who's going to argue now?
No, Dunleavy did an outstanding job, and not to draw one vote is kind of ludicrous in that kind of voting. Certainly Chaney is deserving of the award the way they give it out. The coach that does the best job under the greatest amount of adversity. I guess he'd be happy, though, never to get the award, as Riley found out, and win all the championships. And Riley won the award and then was bounced.
No rebounds, no rings is what Riley used to chant here, and the Lakers have been getting the rebounds, but there's the steal by Porter, and flying through is Kersey. Oh, what a magnificent. They do have great athletes, Portland, and they do things a lot of teams only have one player that can do what Kersey does.
And in the third quarter, in the game in which they came back from 21 down, it started in the same way. Defensive plays, and then they translate into quick-hitting offensive plays, and within 3 minutes, the Trailblazers.
Really hit him on the top of the head, so the three-point play, and from 22 points, the lead down to 13. Plenty of time, 9+ to go. That game was back in March, and Portland rallied from 21 down in the third period and won in overtime.
Now, when they just become one-on-one, he's got to make every one of those shots. Tony Danza happy about the result, but when they become static like that, that keeps a lot of other people from getting involved.
Robinson. With Robinson. Rebound Perkins. Magic looked ahead, but Worthy was well covered, so no break.
Now, Magic's got a mismatch here. He'll try to make the defense react.
Almost stolen, and indeed the Blazers force the jump ball. Robinson and Divac.
Now, in this surge, a guy that may be the difference for the Trailblazers is not Clyde Drexler, it's not Jerome Kersey, nor is it Terry Porter. It could very well be this man on the floor, Cliff Robinson. If Cliff Robinson can be a defensive stopper, and that means blocking shots off the ball, score some points, that will help Portland in their comeback.
Robinson earns the tip. Kevin Duckworth advanced with 4 fouls. Deflected by Perkins, saved by Robinson. Stolen by Worthy. Robinson to beat.
Worthy with a great read on that play. Portland was looking for a 3-point shot for Porter.
Divac from way outside. Batted back out by Worthy. New 24. Divac. Another assist to Magic. Now the crowd is trying to encourage anything Divac does. They know to go on to the finals and do well. They've got to get all they can out of Vlade Divac. He can disappear. Drexler inside, and he draws the foul. Perkins third.
The defense collapses and you see all the black jerseys, and when Magic sees a man coming to him, he's looking in the direction that guy came from. Buck Williams leaving Vlade Divac right at the rim for an easy 2.
Drexler at the free throw line has his 11th point. That's his first free throw today. 15-point advantage, Los Angeles. 7:25 left in the third.
The Trailblazer challenge is to cut 5 off of that lead. 5 to 7 points, and so they still got plenty of time.
Trying to get down close to a 10-point deficit going into the fourth. Double team, so Magic tries a 3. Divac with 14.
And that's a huge tip because that's the shot that you want him to take and miss.
Great pass by Drexler. Buck Williams, the beneficiary. Rebounds now. The Lakers a +7, 26-19 over Portland. Lakers able to win a game, 2 games of the series without out-rebounding the Blazers. So they out-rebounding, they really tough to beat.
Drexler trying to go on the drive, got a little bit too close, made all the adjustments, but was too close to the rim to actually get the ball up, so they don't get a good scoring chance out of that.
Game 5 in Portland Tuesday night. Prime time, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock here in the West. The illegal defense first. So that'll take the Lakers to the free throw line. Magic Johnson, the second illegal defense against Rick Adelman's Blazers.
Why is Clyde Drexler illegal? Because he's not guarding a man. He's guarding an area. He's stepping in when he has to go.
Timeout Portland. They've taken a little bite out of the Laker lead, but not what the faithful up in Portland would want as Magic Johnson hits the technical foul. 73-57, and that gives us a chance to share with you these important words.
McDonald's, always good food, always good value. And by Miller Genuine Draft, cold filtered for real draft taste. So get out of the old, get into the cold.
Welcome back to the Forum, where the Lakers continue to lead the Trailblazers. Tom Hammond here with Bruce McNall, who owns the Los Angeles Kings and the Toronto Argos in the Canadian Football League. And you told me after today's game you're meeting with a gentleman that's in the audience today, also Al Davis of the Raiders. Could this be about the Rockets?
Oh, I think Al always likes to know what's going on here and make sure the Rockets in good health and so forth. But we'll see what happens here. I think it could be exciting.
Would you entertain a deal for the Rocket now before the season even starts?
No, not for us at the moment. No, he's Rocket's very happy where he is, and we'll keep him there.
I know you own a racehorse with Magic Johnson and Wayne Gretzky. Any further plans for deals with Magic?
Yes, he's going to be involved in more horses, maybe a few coin deals and so forth. So we're good partners, and he's a great guy, and we're going to hopefully continue with a lot of things in the future here.
All right, all kinds of deals brewing over here, Dick.
And some thoroughbreds in action on the court as you saw Kersey finish. And the lead is 73-59 with 5:47 to go in the third. 20 points for Kersey.
And it was started by a block by Cliff Robinson right at the rim. So if they can keep Robinson in a ball game, they can get some defensive blocks.
Divac draws the foul from Robinson. Not quite as physical as Duckworth or Williams, and now he has 4 fouls. Divac's kind of backing him in there.
But an emotional Cliff Robinson is saying, what do I have to do not to get a foul? He's backing away. The offensive player is bringing the ball to him, and he's still getting charged with the whistle. So Divac's on the line trying to keep the Lakers lead.
Kevin Duckworth can empathize, although you're not going to back him underneath the hoop quite as easily. Divac with a pair and now has 16 points to match his total in game 3 on Friday night. Drexler. Magic has as many rebounds as Buck Williams. He tops Portland. Worthy over Drexler. Green kept it alive. Buck Williams picks it off. Nice pass through traffic to Robinson.
Drexler. And that's going to be a push-off on Clyde. His second foul.
The Trailblazers right now feel that they cannot get a break from the officials. It seems like all of the whistles have gone against them whenever they are just about to make something good happen. So that means they're going to have to suck it up and play as though they're playing against 8 men.
Divac wheeling. There's A.C. Green. Boy, he's a master of that offensive rebound and looking green.
No, they don't have a play for A.C. Green. And in order to get into the scorebook, he's got to do it all this way, and that's hard work. You see his reaction as Drexler gets him across the forehead.
Third foul on Drexler.
And this is the way you negate a team challenging and trying to get back in a ball game. When they talk about possession for possession, you get them to miss a shot and come back with a 3-point play. They look on the scoreboard, the lead that was 15 is now 19. That takes a lot out of them emotionally.
A.C. Green came off the bench. Robinson forces that one, and Magic Johnson rebounds. Look at Magic. Boy, his eyes are smiling. He brings it into the offensive end. Worthy. Arsenio Hall, close friend of Magic Johnson, with the rest of the Laker fans as Portland calls timeout.
It's nice through the 3 guys.
Rebounds the key, and the Blazers, although down to 1 in the first 3 games, out rebounded the Lakers in each game, 48-41 on Friday night. Not today, as A.C. Green, coming off the bench, has sparked Los Angeles to a 30-22 advantage. Williams leads Portland with 7. Magic has 7 for Los Angeles.
Just when the Trailblazers were headed in the right direction, had the lead down to 15 with 5 minutes to go. A minute expired. The Laker lead is back up to 21.
Terry Porter, who scored only 2 the first half, has 6 here in this quarter. 19-point advantage to Los Angeles. They won handily in Game 3 after the first 2 were much more closely played up in Portland. One they'll talk about all off-season, as Duckworth knocks it out of bounds. Should Portland not advance, will be Game 1, leading by 14. And into the 3rd, and by 12 going to the 4th and letting it slip away.
Oh, certainly that was a key game in Portland's playoff history with this unit. As Divac strikes again, the home court advantage has been everything for them in their playoff success. Losing last year big in games 3 and 4 to San Antonio. The same thing with Phoenix.
Now that is an aggressive move.
But they can't trade basket. They've got to stop the Lakers and continue to score. They got 3 minutes to get within 12 points so that they will have a chance at the top of the 4th period.
Percy hand checking Worthy, and a little more gets the foul. His second. Jerome leads Rick Adelman's club in scoring with 22. Divac is now the leader for Los Angeles with 18. And the Lakers use a timeout with 3:05 remaining in the 3rd, and a lead of 82-63. Gives us a chance to remind you the Bulls have a chance to write their ticket to the NBA Finals tomorrow. A special Memorial Day Monday telecast at 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 Pacific time, as Michael Jordan hasn't backed off a step against Isaiah Thomas and company. And then we'll be back from Portland, which may well be a must evening up in that fine NBA city, as the Lakers at this point looking 3 games to 1 to go to Portland for a 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock in the West game here on NBC. Well, the home court, both coaches refuse to say it's that important, but obviously it makes a difference, and the Lakers a much different team these 2 games than they were up in Portland, where they well could have lost those first 2.
Emotionally, it is a huge factor. And even though they both admit that they're very good road teams, you want to have an advantage. And should you let that slip, your team feels more pressure. Sometimes their play is tentative because of it. And the other team, and we've seen the Lakers come out here in a huge game knowing that if they can push it to 3-1, they're in the driver's seat, taking a very aggressive posture. The crowd has pushed them, it's helped them, and it has also influenced some of the calls that have gone against the Trailblazers. So right now, the home court is everything, and the Lakers are making the most of it.
Vlade Divac reflecting on his game, a good one. Let's look at how the former Yugoslavian Olympic star has fared. Well, Duckworth in a lot of foul trouble, so he has only 2 points, 2 rebounds. He spent a lot of time on the Pines. And Divac leading the Lakers with 18, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, a couple of steals.
And in the game that they won, Duckworth had a good ball game, but he's only gotten 2 shots in the air, and he's had to sit a lot. He's got 4 personal fouls now, and they're trying to squeeze 3 productive minutes out of him before they get to the final quarter, so that in that final quarter, he still has a couple of fouls that will allow Rick Adelman to keep him in the ball game.
19-point Laker lead, despite the fact Portland has shot 56% in this quarter. They've not been able to make up but a couple of points off that Laker halftime lead.
Every time Portland has surged, the Lakers have either called a timeout or got a big hustle play and turned it into a 3-point play. Coming back to Worthy. Shot clock at 5.
Worthy, little long. Drexler feeds ahead to Porter. And a whistle up court.
James Worthy.
Apparently fighting or elbow checking as he went back on offense with Jerome Kersey.
Trying to bump Kersey off stride. Kersey quicker foot speed wise, trying to get a little bit of a lead so he can get out in front. He has been the guy in this ball game leading Portland. He has got 22 points, going hard to the hoop.
Burns another 2. And his aggressive style, really defying going to that iron, has been impressive.
Against all odds would be the best way to describe Jerome Kersey's play and will. If there is any kind of daylight, he's going to make it through, and when he's under decent control, not complete control, he'll get those kind of results looking for a 3-point play.
Divac committed the foul, his 3rd. Kersey with a 3-point play to lead all scores with 25. 2.5 to go in the 3rd.
Portland only needs a few misses in order to get back in it. They're looking to try to create a defensive turnover.
There's the ball right into the chest of the Trailblazer and bounced outside to the
Lakers, and then Magic gets the score. So things have just worked in Los Angeles' behalf.
And when there's been a loose ball or a chance for Portland to pick it up, it just hasn't been that kind of day.
Kersey for pushing Magic Johnson. Kersey better be careful.
His 3rd.
This ball came back to James Worthy, and Magic looked as though he was going to pass it. Laid it out there, and then just finger rolled it off the window for a big 2. And then back at the other end of the floor, Kersey shed him right in front of the officials. He was being held. He didn't like it. Picks up his 3rd foul, and now it's a penalty for the Lakers.
The Lakers in the penalty at the 156 mark, and Portland will be as well on the next Los Angeles foul. Magic now with 15 points today, 7 rebounds and 7 assists, so he's flirting with another triple-double. This one, Portland makes a little move. The Lakers back at the same advantage they had at halftime. 20 points, Worthy another steal.
The Lakers have reacted very well to the basketball. Magic going for a killing 3.
Drexler weaving around AC Green. Kersey over Magic. Drexler inside. No whistle, and there's a foul. The reach in as Duckworth went up. Byron Scott, it appeared, his 1st.
Worthy has a huge quarter at both ends of the floor. You'll see Drexler gets the rebound, wanting to foul there and not getting that as he's knocked off balance. He can't believe the non-whistle. They do get a call for Kevin Duckworth. He'll go to the line.
16 points for James Worthy, 6 in the third period. Sam Perkins comes in for him. AC Green stays in. Duckworth only his third point today. Tough to score when you get that foul saddle on.
You can't score from the bench, and that's where Duckworth has been most of this afternoon, and that's what the Lakers have been doing, reacting quicker and better than the Trailblazers. Magic gets to the ball. They control it.
And that scored as another rebound for Magic, 8 for him. Now looking for his 8th assist. And a foul against Kersey. A little too physical.
On the cut, and we'll see what happens as they come through. Again, now that was not much of a contact or a foul. Green off balance and trying to hold himself up. Looked as though he got the better of that whistle. That is a 4th personal against Kersey. 2 of them back-to-back. Very emotional player, and he is the guy that really has the greatest amount of energy right now for Portland at making things happen. They need him to stay out on the floor and in the ball game.
AC Green grew up in Portland, went to high school there before matriculating at Oregon State. He's one of 2 Oregon players in this series. Danny Ainge, who grew up in Eugene, is the other. They'll be going to get some of that home cooking. They took all the Lakers out to eat on the last trip to Portland.
The Trailblazers did not accomplish their mission, which was to cut the lead to 10 or 12.
Another turnover by Duckworth. Byron Scott. Steal and draws the foul, and they're on their feet at the Forum. They're digesting 3 games to 1.
It all started with Kevin Duckworth trying to make a save. Drexler tried to get to it, couldn't. That turned Magic Johnson and Byron Scott loose. Scott over the top, and then the Trailblazers come back with a mistake on the inbound pass, and an aggressive Byron Scott got to the ball first. What is the first rule? If you're the guy that's going to catch the ball, come meet the pass. They don't. Scott did.
Byron a miss. 12 points today. His hot shooting, especially from outside the 3-point range, has been a key for the Lakers.
At the Forum, he hasn't been nearly as damaging at the offensive end in terms of shooting the ball as he was in Portland.
Well, you said that. He loves Portland.
And he has been but a very aggressive defender and really killed any chance of Portland building another steal.
Divac with a steal and draws the foul from Ainge. They're going to have to give the Lakers a saliva test. Everything right.
Something has jump-started the Los Angeles Lakers, and at the defensive end, they have reacted to everything. Divac comes from the blind side, steals the ball from Clyde Drexler, and that gives him another chance to score very cheaply. Lottie and AC Green. Very emotional.
AC Green goes out to a standing ovation. Oh, he provided some electricity off the bench. His terrific rebounding on the offensive end. Divac converts a pair. 41 seconds left in the period. The Lakers' biggest lead. 6 now. No third quarter comeback for Portland today.
The third quarter has been the strong quarter in the Trailblazers' great season, but they have been shut down. They had a little bit of a run, and when it got down to 15, the Los Angeles Lakers found an answer. A loose ball by AC Green, a 3-point play, a basket by James Worthy. The lead is 21, and Portland has never recovered from that.
4th foul for Divac, and Green, who just went to the sideline. Mike Dunleavy says go back in, and Divac comes out. He should get quite a hand.
Duckworth hits them both, 93-69. Magic will use up as much of the 24 as possible.
What do you think, Annie? You hear him call. They went down against the clock. They're down to 5 now. Trailblazers forced to turnover, but can't pick up the ball.
Ball was on the baseline when Teagle touched it. No basket. And with 12 seconds plus remaining, Portland will get the final shot of the third quarter, apparently.
Rick Adelman says, finally something good happened for them. Michael Thompson in the ball game. Sam Perkins down.
Thompson, the former Trailblazer. Portland seeing that double team as Green and Scott were after him, and Scott draws the foul. 7.8 seconds, his second. We thought perhaps that would be a device defensively that Rick Adelman would use, but
he never got a chance to get into it. The Lakers, after Portland had their initial lead, responded very well with some good ball movement, some better defense on their own, got some easy baskets, and Portland has been reacting since that moment, and the Lakers have only been able to build on their lead. They've seen a small, brief moment in which the Trailblazers had a little momentum, and they reached in and snatched it back. And what Portland needs are some stoppages of the clock in that fourth and final period with them on the line, finding ways to score very easily.
Porter now with 10, 8 in this quarter. Stolen by Drexler. He has to hurry. Does he get it off? No. No basket. And that pretty well summarizes Portland's luck. If there's been any today, it's not been good. At the end of 3, the Lakers lead by 22. We'll be right back after these messages and a word from your local station. Go, but it's I know some people are thinking about it. Well, we'll get to that. Let's go first back to the final play of the third period, and you watch the clock. Drexler trying to jam it, and there's 0. He didn't quite release in time, so no basket. And well, a lot of folks looking ahead. Could it be Michael against Magic? Well, the Bulls are here scouting, and Tom Hammond is doing some eavesdropping.
Well, Dick, that's Jim Stack, the notes he's been taking during the game, and with the Bulls on their way apparently to the finals, and the Lakers taking command here. Are you starting to zero in on Los Angeles now, Jim?
Yeah, I think Los Angeles is in the driver's seat right now in this series, and we're hopeful we can close Detroit out as soon as we can.
As you distill your recommendations with this scouting report, what's the #1 thing you'll say to beat the Lakers?
Well, tonight I think their perimeter shooting early really set the tone. Portland had to take the ball out of the basket, and consequently they couldn't get their transition game going. So we're going to have to be wary and get up and contest those shooters.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Dick, you remember during the regular season we were here when the Bulls accidentally knocked Magic unconscious and still lost the game.
That's right. You followed them to the ambulance that day. Start the fourth quarter, and Drexler on the fly. Walter Davis. Tough rebound by Cliff Robinson. Davis scored. Danny Ainge out here waving. I'm wide open for a 3, but no pass. Well, Portland in that third period shot 50%, and yet the Lakers outscored them by 2.
Well, the Lakers also shot better than 50% themselves, and they got some huge hustle plays when Portland was beginning to close. Portland starts out hustling the Lakers, but getting nothing for it. Shot clock at 5.
Magic to Teagle. Well, Teagle has played his role so well. Like any good drama, it's just the star that has to happen.
However, the decision-making by the Lakers this afternoon has been superb, and that has been the difference between the two teams. The Lakers have made some very strong decisions. Drexler squeezes one in, but they're going to need a breakdown in that decision-making. Last time Magic penetrated pitch, Teagle had plenty of time to knock it down.
Well, no team has ever come from 3 down to advance, and of course that's the position the Pistons sit in, and only 4 in playoff history have rallied from 3-1 down. And unless a miracle develops in the fourth quarter for Portland, they're going to be working against those tough odds. Case
A.C. Green does it again.
A.C. Green has been a huge difference in his afternoon ball game. 7 off the bench, but all of them on the rebound, follow-up, Worthy, steal.
7 field goals, 14 points for A.C. Green, and Worthy another steal. Magic. Oh, a little showtime. Another turnover as the Lakers pressure in the backcourt. These fans are enjoying the feast.
Nobody stops Magic Johnson, and he just sails to the hoop for 2 more.
The party here at the Forum. The Beat LA cry around the league away from the Forum, but they love LA today. And how can you not be involved in the romance the way this Laker team has delivered? Just looking ahead, Steve, from the Portland's point of view, they still have 2 home court games. And if they can win on Tuesday night, and they beat the Lakers 2 out of 3 here at the Forum in the regular season, and that's what they've got to start to be thinking already.
Well, Mike Dunleavy wants to pound that thought into the Trailblazers' head with a huge victory here, that there's no way that they could prevail even if they give up being number 5. And the way that James Worthy has played at both ends of the floor this afternoon, certainly that would have to be a concern if you're Rick Adelman and the Trailblazers.
18 now for Worthy, who scored over 20 in each of the previous 3. Duckworth inside. Magic, that's his 10th rebound. He needs now 2 assists, and he'll have a triple-double. 138 in his tremendous career.
Now, Portland certainly will come out and play a different game at home. Traditionally, as I said, in their playoff history, they have suffered big losses like this and come back and played strong. And the saving grace for them in last year's playoff was the fact that they had the home court advantage. Drexler.
The Lakers have a 30-point lead, and it's Walter Davis unable to save.
They were steamrolled twice in Phoenix in the Western Conference Finals, but had the home court advantage and were able to prevail. The Lakers have taken it away, and with plays like that, they are being steamrolled this afternoon.
You wonder now, with 8.5 to go and the 30-point lead, when Dunleavy will give Magic a rest. He's put in a lot of time in the course of the series.
Well, I think that Dunleavy's about to make a decision, as well as Rick Adelman. Magic for the killing.
It's over in Los Angeles for that one, 106-73.
Walter Davis. Lakers were the second-best defensive team. Only the Pistons and Lakers held the opponents under 100 a game. Played offensively in its age, and Portland was the #2 scoring team to Denver. They were held under 100 on Friday night, and they're going to really have to get a lot of garbage time goals to hit the century mark today.
In all of the ball games, the Lakers have done a good job of slowing the Trailblazer Express down. Whenever they've had a surge, they've called a timeout, or they've gotten a score, they've made something happen in a positive sense so that they can control the game. Drexler will go out of the ball game, and Rick Adelman certainly realizing that his star is not going to be able to get anything done in a dramatic way, has given this one up. And we'll see what they do in Game 5 on Tuesday.
Batted back out to Walter Davis. Duckworth, a third chance. 106-77. To show you just how impressive this game is. Portland, the worst defeat all year was 17 points, and that was the last game of the season at Phoenix, 17. And the Lakers lead was up to 30 here in the fourth quarter.
And in that ball game, it certainly was a meaningless effort in which they were able to dominate Teagle.
Ainge with the rebound. 7 minutes to go.
Dick, if you talk about it different, you would say the Lakers, who are playoff hardened, know the difference in what a key game is and how to apply the pressure, and they applied it here this afternoon in Game 4.
Mike Dunleavy, Jerry West said he's going to be a great coach someday when he hired him. Boy, is he taking fast steps. Welcome back to the Forum, and a reminder that we'll have a Monday special for you tomorrow on Memorial Day, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. The Bulls try to sweep out the defending champion Detroit Pistons, and Detroit extend it to a Game 5. And then on Tuesday night, Rip City, they call it up there in Portland, and they will be ready for the Lakers. It'll be desperation time, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 here in the West on NBC. Larry Drew now in for Magic Johnson. 48 to go in the game. Mark Bryant has his third point.
The Laker intensity will undoubtedly fall off with the big lead here, and the Trailblazers will be able to at least make a run and get some hoops, and we'll see just how big a run they can get. Perfect.
Steve, the Trailblazers had the best record in the NBA on the road during the regular season, and they're about to lose 5 out of their 6 in the playoffs.
They're a team that is up and down, and when they're getting stretches where their play falls off, they're susceptible to losing on the road. They established themselves early in the season with the best record on the road. They slumped in the middle of the season, and then they surged at the end. And with that surge, they perhaps were playing their best basketball, and we've seen them begin to come off of that with the Seattle series, in which they lost 2 games up there, a game in Utah, and now 2 games to the Lakers.
Worthy leaves with 18 as Campbell comes in through a crowd. Walter Davis drills. He has 10. The worst playoff loss, 34. Laker lead now at 27.
It's weak, but they're talking about Chicago behind us. There's some fans that are yelling, "We want Chicago." There's still some work to be done for the Lakers before it's all said and done.
Eagle sets him on the run. Teagle, Green, Perkins, Drew firing, and Campbell, and Larry Drew has his first goal. Robinson. Teagle, another rebound. Well, it's like a collegiate crowd there in Portland, and we saw that in that Seattle 5th and deciding game of the series. Unable to hit his AC Green, and you know they're going to come with their banners and their voices and give it all they can to keep Portland alive on Tuesday night. Teagle to Green. Green with a freebie.
It's one of those kinds of games where it has just avalanched on the Trailblazers, and everything that could go bad and turn into a score has done so, and Rick Adelman now is searching for some answers.
These are the ones that you're paid for. He's thinking ahead to Tuesday already. The Forum, and of course these, we're talking about the signs in Portland. This was one of the signs, and of course Jack Nicholson, big Laker fan, and the fan with some artistic talent. And Jack, well, we wondered his response. He got his own copy. How about it, Jack? Don't be a bad person up there in Portland.
You know, in Golden State, those lips were moving when the Lakers got ahead, but this is a silent response, but it is the same kind of trash talking. The Lakers are still a tough team.
He might want to come up there to Portland Tuesday night. Off the foot of Robinson, but saving is Danny Young, who sees his first duty today.
What Adelman would like to see in his final 4:30 is some good decisions by his team that will result in some positive play. Certainly there's no way that you're going to think that this unit is going to come out and make a difference in what has gone on, but he wants to see them make some good decisions.
Drew to Campbell, and almost went in the pass. At the start of the game, we told you about the war of words on the Portland side up at the Oregonian, where both Rick Adelman and former player Bill Walton have columns. Larry Drew pulls back and pumps. We're wondering now, and Walton did not apologize despite the fact that Adelman was rather angry about some of the things Walton had written about the Portland performances. I wonder what Big Red will be writing about this game.
Certainly his response will be that I was right and you were wrong in some regard, as the Trailblazers had 2 real rugged games as you take a look at
that. Was after game 1, and this was Rick Adelman in the Oregonian today saying, give us the facts, feeling that Bill really, and it was kind of a scatter. I must say, in reading them, my impression was that Walton took a scattergun approach and said a lot of things, and then times Rick was right. He did contradict himself. But that town is so small when it comes to the Trailblazers. You don't say too many things bad without about it getting it right to the coach. That's less being read.
And they have such high expectations for the team. One of them was the shooting of Walter Davis, and that somewhere along the line he would be a difference in Portland trying to get to a championship. That has not manifested itself so far in the playoffs, but today we're seeing Davis at least get on track. He's got 14.
Danny Young, rebound Campbell, defense 5. Magic says we finally got ourselves a pogo stick. 114-85. It's just a matter of playing it out and trying to find something positive for Portland as they'll go home down 3 games to 1. Drew with a drive hit by Green, and Abdelnaby comes up with his rookie from Duke. Young out to Cooper, Wayne Cooper, and Danny Young from the corner. Rebound Green. Walter Davis playing back on defense to pick it off. 2:45 to go. Must seem like an eternity for Adelman and Portland's fans.
Mark Bryan. Well, it is when you had such high hopes, and they thought that somehow they would be able to at least split with the Lakers and win 2 games in a row and probably finish it in 6 or 7, but that has not happened. The Lakers stealing the first and now have taken care of business in the last 3 out of 4 to have it in.
Bryant rebounds, Teagles miss. Young and Drew collide, and Drew with a foul is first. Number 34, Tony Smith comes in for Los Angeles as the Bulls scout continues to draw play.
Pull out your 3-to-1 numbers, and we will find out who has done it.
Well, Boston, I know the Celtics did twice, and in the finals, rallied from 3-1 down.
It is a very difficult task. It is not an impossible one, and that will be the task that the Trailblazers will be facing. One, they've got to win Game 5, and that's all they can think about now is Game 5 and how to get that done and then come back down here for a possible Thursday night game in Game 6.
Last time it was done, the Celtics over the 76ers 10 years ago in the 81 finals.
Now, the irony of the Trailblazers franchise and their championship success is that when they won their only championship, they were down 2 games to none and came back to shut out the Philadelphia 76ers. So they put themselves squarely against the wall and down 2 games. And if they are going to have a deja vu, it's going to start when we go back to Portland on Tuesday. Look at those faces. They are long and they are sad.
Now let's just complete your question. Boston beat Philadelphia in the finals down 3-1 in 68. Then the Lakers in the semis over Phoenix down 3-1 rallied, and Washington did it against San Antonio in 79, and then Boston again as they won the title in 81. Only 4 times in playoff history able to manufacture 3 straight wins with a 1-3 deficit.
In the series so far, what we have to give the Lakers is an advantage in aggressiveness and an advantage in execution. They have been the smarter team. They have made the fewest mistakes, therefore the 3-1 advantage.
Abdelnaby blocked by Michael Thompson.
Thompson very good at playing people that play with their back to the basket, and anytime you do that, you give him a chance, a very quick leaper, to make a play on the ball.
Abdelnaby, the Blazers this year. Wayne Cooper, the veteran, gets the foul for his first point. Well, it won't be their worst loss in playoff history number-wise, but emotionally, this has been a stinging defeat, and 2 in a row, both commanding wins by Los Angeles here at the Forum.
The team has amazing resiliency, but again, they're playing a team with a great deal of motivation and purpose as well. This is not Phoenix a year ago that hadn't been in that situation. The Lakers have been there many times, and they want to get back.
Teagle down to the final ticks. Portland indeed for 2 games will be held under as Bryant gets an easy one. Teagle blocked, picked off by rookie Tony Smith from Marquette.
to 95. Portland, a team that started with a tremendous run, 19 out of 20, and finished with 16 out of 17, and now Portland needs 3 in a row to go to the finals. We'll be back in a moment. Portland had a 5-point lead early in the first quarter. Middle of the first period, the Lakers went on a 14-2 run and galloped away 116 to 95. They were the Rick Mears of the NBA today. And our Miller Genuine Draft Player of the Game, A.C. Green. On behalf of A.C. Green, a Portland native, NBC, and Miller Genuine Draft, donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. Green scored 16 points and 7 rebounds off the bench and was tough, double tough on the offensive boards. Jerome Kersey led Portland with 25, Magic Johnson with 20, and Divac had 24 Los Angeles. For Steve Jones, this is Dick Enberg. That does it from the Forum in Los Angeles. Stay tuned for Bob